During the Commonwealth period, administrative officials accountable for government funds and/or property in the government were guided by the Revised Manual of Instructions of Treasurers, 1939 edition for the local government sector, and by the National Accounting and Auditing Manual for the national government sector. The former was revised in 1955 when the General Auditing Office issued the Revised Manual of Instructions to treasurers of provinces, cities, and municipalities, which took effect on the first day of July of that year. On the other hand, the NAAM was revised in 1963. The government employed at least three major accounting systems. The national government used the government system prescribed by the NAM. Accounting in the local government was governed by the RMIT. Some government-owned or controlled corporations adopted the systems prescribed by the NAAM, while others adopted the system used by the similar entities in the private sector. When Francisco Estantuico Jr. was appointed chairman of the Commission on Audit in 1975, he initiated reforms to address these problems, starting with the issuance of Presidential Decree 898. This decree provided for the restructuring of the COA and laid supervision over accounting with the Commission. It may be of interest to note that Section 2, Article 9D of the 1987 Philippine Constitution affirmed this authority where it provides that the Commission shall have exclusive authority, subject to the limitation of this article, to define the scope of its audit and examination, establish the techniques and methods required therefore, and promulgate accounting and auditing rules and regulations, including those for the prevention and disallowance of irregular, unnecessary, excessive, extravagant, or unconscionable expenditures or uses of government funds and properties. The development of standard government chart of accounts was undertaken. It was prescribed for use on November 14, 1978 by the national government sector, the local government sector, and the government-owned or controlled corporations, except for government corporations with unique accounting system. The SGCA was designed to ensure uniformity in accounting and reporting, facility in consolidating financial reports, and adaptability to computerization. The objectives of the NGAS are simplify government accounting, conform to international accounting standards, and generate periodic and relevant financial reports for better monitoring of performance. The development of the NGAS started with the revision of the SGCA. The coding structure was simplified by changing from 6-digit codes to 3-digit codes with the capacity for responsibility centers, which may be an organizational unit, location or place, or a project. There are more account titles because categorizations were made to make them more descriptive of the nature of the account. This will facilitate analysis and determination of accountability and ensure accuracy and appropriateness of information. For example, under the old system, petty cash funds, cash for the payroll fund, cash on employee for travel expenses, and cash transferred to an implementing agency were all recorded as cash disbursing officer. Under the fund accounting concept followed